I see what's going on. Guys, we're back on another episode of The Peak. Meet Lou Drilla 2X, man, the raw rising voice of the underground here, straight out of the trenches with a fearless sound and an unapologetic style. Drilla bends the street energy with the ruthless authenticity, man, with tracks like Eastside Steppin' and We the Ops that are out on all platforms right now. He's carving out his own lane, aggressive, unfiltered, and absolutely impossible to ignore. We're tapped in here, how it all started, what drives the music, and what's next for the self-proclaimed real ruthless exterminator, man. We're chilling, and we want to know what first drew you into even making music in the first place, man. How did this all start for you?
I mean, I always been rapping since I was a legit bud. You feel me? Like, I would always play beats. It would just come to my head. My friends, people I was around, they was rapping, so I just started saying, "Let me try it," and then going in and out of jail and stuff like that. That's when I kind of got in tune with myself, kind of found my flow and stuff like that, and then I just said I'm gonna start taking it serious, and that's what I started doing.
And so, in and out of jail, I know it can be hard to find those spaces to record, those engineers, producers to work with. Who were some of those people who kind of opened you with welcome arms as you came out of those situations when it comes to the music?
I mean, I had people in there, like some of the staff, even some of the other youth who was in tune with all that stuff. So, just going through those type of situations, you feel me? You find other people who kind of got the same mindset as you a little bit. So you just kind of connect with those other people. So it's not nobody crazy, you feel me, that's out there and that like that. But you feel me? One of my dogs, Lil Zayfo, you feel me? Like we be tied in trying to make it big.
Yeah, I feel like it's important to keep it in-house with the homies, man. It's nothing better than just
Definitely.
making music with the homies and then blowing up with the homies. If that's to ever happen, and it will with your type of music, I feel like the lane's definitely wide open there. Lou Drilla 2X is a super bold name. What's the story behind it, the name itself?
It's kind of self-explanatory, if in the Drilla 2X. But, it's kind of a name I just kind of picked up, you feel me? Just kind of pieced together, going over time. But if I'm being honest, it's more of a business name, you feel me? Because when I'm talking to people, you feel me, they don't, that's like I said, that's more of a little business name, if I'm being honest.
Right. And so, you go into rooms and you've got the name Lil Drilla 2X. Has that name ever been a turnoff for people, or is it something that always has people interested?
Kind of both, because it's kind of off the wall. You never really seen it before, so a lot of people laugh at it. A lot of people are like, you like, where'd it come from? Some people just kind of dismiss it, so it really just depends on the crowd. I done had people be like, you feel me, just try to make fun of it. I just be like, it is what it is. You feel me, just me. I ain't worried about you. So it's all about who you're around.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like with your music style, it definitely fits very well. You've got a very gritty, street influenced sound. And so how would you describe your sound in your own words? When you get into the studio, what type of music are you looking to make?
Mainly like drill, because that's how I express myself. Like, a lot of people see it as like when people go make that type of music, it come from anger. For me, it come from more of a hype perspective. Like that's what gets me turned up. So when I go in the studio, I'm making something that's gonna get me turned up.
Right. And that just happens to be how it comes out. It definitely gets me turned up when I listen to it. So speaking of that type of influence, that you've got that turn influence, who are some of your earliest musical influence? Who do you listen to when you're not in the studio?
To be honest, I really don't have no favorite rapper or nothing like that. But who I listen to, I be listening to Lil Baby them, Bossman D-Lo, Rod Wave. I kind of listen to a little bit of everything, but I feel like if I had to say who I listen to the most, it would probably be the rappers up in Jacksonville. J Dot, Young and Ace, Folio, like people like them. They just be turned, and that's what I like.
Yeah, definitely heard of all those names before. Have you ever been to one of their concerts before?
Nah, I've actually never been to any type of concert, nothing like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's some stuff, you got to get around, especially if you want to be in that lane. It's very important for you to go and experience that type of energy firsthand, man. It's going to give you a good grasp onto how you want to come when you get on the stage. Have you ever done any stage performances?
Nah, I haven't. I just kind of been going with the flow. I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to, but I mean, the opportunity, I mean, it hasn't presented itself. You feel me? I'm still looking, but no, I haven't performed on no stage and nothing like that.
So would you do like free shows, or you only want to do paid shows to begin?
I do free shows. I mean, rapping that's something I do for free. I mean, I love it. I love making music. So, I mean, obviously, I would love to make money from it, but yeah, definitely, I would do it for free. I just want to show people me.
Yeah, I see you got the 6 chain on. What state are you from?
I'm from Florida.
Okay, and what state are you in right now? Still in Florida?
Yeah, I'm still in Florida.
Yeah, I know there's so many clubs in Florida. There's so many spaces where I know they've got the open mics going, where you can go down there and
Yeah,
perform your music for free, man. You might just have to hit them up in advance, get on a list, some type of thing like that, right? So don't be afraid to hop out there and get to those open mics, because you never know who's going to be at those open mics who might hear your music and be like, you know what, that's just the sound that I'm looking for right now. It's just the sound that we need for this person or that person. So I think,
yeah,
if you really want to do it, a lot of the times with the free shows, the opportunity is not going to necessarily present itself. You got to get out there and
yeah,
look for the
definitely.
opportunity. 100%, man. So go on TikTok, look up open mics in Florida. I promise you'll
Okay.
find some for sure. Oh man, moving forward, man, what great advice you've already given to other artists that are in Florida who might want to tap into the same wave. Let's talk a little bit about the music. East Side Steppin' and We the Ops both carry really heavy, heavy energy. What's the inspiration behind those tracks specifically?
Um, those back. Well, Eastside stepping. You feel me? I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. I mean, I grew up on the East Side, stuff like that. Um, all my partners and stuff like that, we all from the East Side. So it's just a representation. You feel me? East Side all around. You feel me? Everywhere we go is throwing up that East Side. And then we the ops. The motivation behind that was just to kind of show people like I'm gonna do me regardless. Like I ain't worried about nobody else. Like I don't see nobody else as like, man, that's my op. I beef with him. I don't see nobody like that. The people who I call my ops, man, they beef with me. You feel me? That's how I look at it. We the ops. Feel me? Like I'm gonna do my thing regardless. I ain't gonna hate on you. You can hate me all day. I'm still gonna wish the best for you.
Right, right, right. I feel like that's super important, and I see that East Side Steppers actually came out first. And so, like you
Yeah.
said, you're from the East Side, and Steppin's what you do. Was it important for you to drop that song first? Did you feel like this is what people need to hear first? They need to know that I'm repping the East Side.
Um, it wasn't more of that reasoning, but yeah, I felt like kind of people should hear that first, cause I mean, I feel like when I first coming out, cause this is my first song that I've actually released on like multiple platforms and stuff like that. So I feel like it was kind of big for me. So I feel like if I had to come and make this my first official song, I had to come with some hot shit. So I feel like at that time, what I had, that it was the most turntest stuff I had on. It represented me. So I said, let's do this.
Yeah, and so when you're going in there to decide what song to release, did you record multiple songs and then that's the one you released, or is that just the song you recorded and you knew that was the one?
Well, I have lots of songs like pre-recorded and stuff like that. Songs written down, but I really don't know how I kind of came to the conclusion. I think oh, so what happened was actually the beat that I was supposed to use, the beat that I used for that song, it was actually supposed to be for a different song. So, but when I went to go record with that beat, I was just going through my songs. I was like, I don't know, these lyrics don't really fit right with the song. So I started going through some of my old songs and stuff like that, some of the stuff I had written down, and I found one. I was like, okay, this is it. And so
Yeah.
yeah, that's how I came. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna drop this.
That's good. I feel like that's a good formula to make sure that you get the right song. It's not all the times that you get in there and the lyrics that you write to that song feel better than those old lyrics. So you got to go through
Yeah,
and test different lyrics, test different beats. That's how you're really going to figure out,
definitely.
oh man, this sounds really good. I know a lot of the times I go on Twitter, if you're ever on there, now X, and they have like those producers who will take songs and put different beats behind them. And then you're
Mhm.
like, oh man, this song actually sounds better with this other beat. And I feel like a lot of the times that can happen to us artists. It's like,
Yeah,
we put out a song, but there's other beats that could have made the song even better.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah, you got to go through and you got to test them out. Who's some of the producers that you work with for all your beats coming off of YouTube right now?
I'm gonna be honest. All my beats are coming off YouTube. Like, to be honest, I still record off my phone. Like, everything I do is at home. Like, I'm really just like starting off trying to make it big. Um, but yeah, all my stuff is coming off of YouTube right now. But I don't know. I'm trying to get my dog. I was just talking to the one I was just talking about, Lizzie Fo. Like, he be rapping and stuff like that. But man, his beats go crazy. Like, if he really wanted to, like, I'd be trying to tell him, like, bro, you got to become a producer. But
Yeah, he can do
he
both,
don't be
man.
trying. Yeah, that's what I be trying to tell him. But
Yeah, 100%, man. Hopefully he comes around and gets you some of those beats in because, like you said, they got to be hard.
right.
And so, going back to the brand, you call yourself a real ruthless exterminator. And I can already see how that persona shows up in your music. But where did that terminology come from? How did you come up with that?
I feel like it just kind of came with how I grew up. You feel me? You kind of just learn how to be ruthless. I mean, just kind of look out for yourself. Um, and there's always fuck a rat. Rats gotta get exterminated. So, feel me? You just gotta learn how to be ruthless, real ruthless exterminator.
For sure. And so, without getting too deep into it, has there been, any time recently where you feel like you had to X somebody out of your life in that way? You had to make sure that you were around the right people in order to progress?
Definitely, definitely. I feel like if now I seen this thing the other day. If the people you're around, like, if you don't look around who's around you and you not inspired, then you around the wrong people.
Right. Right. Do you
You feel
stay
me?
around people that inspire you?
Um, Definitely, because I don't stay around too many people. I kind of
Right.
just stick to me and other people who trying to prosper.
100%. Your visuals on Instagram, as well as your covers for your songs, they reflect these raw, unfiltered moments. There's a little bit of edits here and there, but mostly you're just in chill scenarios, pictures that look like you just took them here and there. And it was a
Yeah.
great cover art for it. How important is that authenticity in your music? Do you ever feel like you want to go to the next level when it comes to just like maybe being at a scene or maybe being in some type of studio recording instead of it being like raw, unfiltered moments? Or do you want to keep it real street?
Um, I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely want to make this what's the word, official. You feel me? Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to just keep everything at home. I definitely want to make everything like official, do real photo shoots for album covers, stuff like that. So, but as far as like my lyrics and stuff like that with authenticity, I feel like that's really important. Um, yeah, I feel like you should always keep it real. I mean, everybody says stuff that's not true, like, just to make it sound good. Some people, you feel me, they be like, okay, this just sound good. I don't even know what I just said, but I feel like authenticity is. I feel like you should always be you on your song. Don't try to fit nobody else's persona.
100%. I feel like that's important. I feel like I can hear that through your music. And so when it comes to the music, talk to us about your writing style and the process. When you hop in the studio, of course, you've got these songs here that you've had in the past.
Mhm.
Do you write those songs with a beat or sometimes are you writing without a beat?
Um, Mainly without a beat. A lot of the songs that I have are, yeah, without a beat, and then just I'll kind of just find a beat and then whatever works. But sometimes I will just like hear a beat, I'll be like, oh, this is hard, and then I'll make a song off the beat. But majority of the time, with no beat when I'm writing the song. It's just kind of a flow that pops up in my head, and then I'll find a beat to go with that flow.
Right. Have you ever been in the studio and you like either freestyled or punched in or like wrote while you were in the studio?
Um, like I said, I've never really been to a studio before. Like
Right.
I always go off my phone and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah,
When was the last
not
time
so
a
much.
beat really inspired you? You know, got you like, oh, I gotta write something right now.
The other day, I
Yeah.
was it was this I don't know if you've seen it, but it's on Instagram. That one dude, he be like catch the mic, win a prize.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna lie, he had played like a little YouTube beat. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, that bit hard. I went straight on YouTube. I started writing to that bit.
Yeah. And so do you often get into those type of challenges or like, have you ever been into those type of challenges on Instagram?
Nah, I haven't. I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
I be looking for them. Like if you, especially that catch a mic, win a prize. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I be looking for that one.
Yeah, I would love to see, you know, just more posts on your page that are like you doing those challenges. You never know when one of those will pop. You know, you never know when people be like,
Yeah,
oh, snap, you're the winner. You know, you never know. You
yeah,
might
right.
win the prize, you know, 100%, man. And so, what's been the biggest challenge in trying to build your name in the rap scene so far? I know you're new to it. What are some things that you've learned that have really helped you out as well?
Um, you got to be on it. Like you can't. You always got to have stuff built ahead or planned ahead. That's what I meant to say. Like planned ahead, because perfect example. I was supposed to go to the studio, but I tried to book it too late. As soon as I was about to send the money through for the thing, somebody had booked it. So I was like, damn, I ain't get to go to the studio. So it just kind of teaches you like if you want to progress, especially in music, you got to kind of have you got to have your routes planned out. You got to make sure that you have this set aside for this. Um, and definitely always keep you some money in your pocket, because you never know when an opportunity might hit. Hey, let's go here. You feel me? We can go do this. Okay,
Yeah,
bet. I got, you feel me? And now you promoting your stuff at a club, all because you had some cheese in your pocket.
right.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's super great advice for people who are looking to make it. Like I said earlier, you got to get out to those open mics, but to get there, you got to have the cheese in your pocket. You know, to
Right.
have that cheese in your pocket consistently, you might just need to be around the right people. You know, it's all coming full circle to the things that we talked about. I feel like it's very important that people are listening to the conversation. And so, what's next
Definitely.
for Lou Drilla, man? What can fans expect next, man? When's the new music? Do you have any videos? What's your dream collabs?
Um, I have a few collabs working, but I kind of want to get more singles out there before I start doing collabs and stuff like that. But I do have some in the process. It's almost done. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to promote my songs that are out right now before I drop anything. So I mean, go check out We the Ops Eastside Stepping out on all platforms, like bro said. Go check that out. Tune in. You feel me? We got some fire stuff coming. Me and Lizzie Fo, you feel me? My dog C Gliz, you feel me? We all trying to get that. So tune in for sure. We got that shit coming.
It's coming, and you guys heard it here first, man. We're here with Lou Drilla 2X. That's LUDRILLA, the number 2, and then X. You can find that on all platforms. Make sure you guys go follow on Instagram as well as Spotify, as well as SoundCloud to keep up with the newest music. We love Apple Music as well. It's absolutely everywhere, even if you use Tidal. We're signing off with the Real Ruthless Exterminator. Is anybody you want to shout out before we get out of here, man?
Go follow me on Instagram, the Real Cracker Jack. Go follow my dog Lil Zay for all programs, on all platforms. You feel me? Instagram, SoundCloud. You feel me? We trying to get out there. You feel me? Tune in. We got some hot stuff coming. But yeah, go fuck with me.
Yes, sir. You know what it is, man. A pleasure to have you here, bro. And like I tell everybody, we'll check back in with you a couple months later and we'll do a follow-up for you. You know, all on us, of course. We'll tap in and we'll see exactly where things have gone, the new music that's out. We'll get everybody a company with it. It's a pleasure, man. It was a pleasure to have you here,
Definitely,
bro. Until next time,
definitely,
bro.
bro. Definitely, bro. I appreciate the opportunity, bro.
Yes, sir. See you, bro.
Yes, sir. See you.